Hey, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster, and today I want to show you around our latest Baja Truck Camper. Before we step inside, I'll talk about some of the exterior highlights of this rig. So this is built on a GMC 3500. We have on the outside here a custom composite shell with an articulating topper. So when you're driving down the road, you're going to be nice and streamlined and compact, and when you're ready to park, you pop the top and you have a ton of room to stand up and have a really luxurious camping experience. So all the way up top, we have a Fiamma awning. We have our porch light here. We have a Line-X door to step inside at the side of the vehicle here. We have a step to help you get in. We have upgraded wheels and tires, so we have a method wheel with an all-terrain tire. Additionally, we have our MaxAir table mounting system here, so when you're driving down the road, it can be put away like so, but when you're ready to use it as a table, you can just drop it down as well. Additionally, on this side of the vehicle, you can see that we have 6 half-slide windows. Those are only visible when you have the top lifted. Below that, we also have 2 Arctic Tern windows, so those are going to be our awning-style windows that fan out. So in the rear of the vehicle here, we have 3 custom Rossmönster MOLLE panels for some storage solutions. We also have an exterior storage box, so that's going to be angled to match the angle of the vehicle in the rear here. We also have a custom Rossmönster bumper with the factory hitch, so you maintain your towing capacity. On the driver's side of the vehicle, we have our fill port for our freshwater tank, and then we also have our exterior shower. That's going to be serviced by our AquaHot hydronic heat and hot water system, so you can have a nice hot shower whether you're outside or in the truck. As we move to the front of the vehicle, you can see that we have custom running boards on both sides. Those are going to be Line-X, so you have some nice traction as you step up into this vehicle. Lastly, in the front of the vehicle, we have a Fab 4 front bumper with a Warren winch, and then as we go all the way up top, we have a Baja Designs Onyx 6 LED light bar that's going to be inlaid into the camper shell. Let's step inside and check out the interior. Welcome inside. Before we go into the specific components of the vehicle, I'll talk about some design highlights as well as the layout. So starting up top, we have gray mix upholstered Duramax ceiling panels and wall panels. Moving down from there, all of our uppers are going to be bamboo grain matched cabinetry. So slab doors, that's going to continue on our lowers as well. Moving down from there, we have Paperstone countertops. That's going to be in graphite gray. And then all the way in the rear, we have a custom dinette, and that's all going to be leather upholstered. So it's going to be nice and easy to clean. When it comes to layout in these vehicles, we have our queen size cab over bed all the way in the front. Moving back from there, we have our indoor shower that's also going to house our dry flush toilet. Then we have our main galley area, kind of split between both sides of the vehicle, and then our dinette in the rear, which is also going to convert into our secondary sleeping area. Additionally, this dinette is going to house most of our systems, so our power systems, our plumbing, and our heater. So I'm going to start in the front and we'll work our way back. All the way in the front of the vehicle, we have our cab over beds. This is going to be a queen size bed. You're going to sleep widthwise in the vehicle. All the way in the front there, you can see that we have 2 cubbies. So those are covered with fabric, but a really nice way to make the most of the space you have. We have the half slide windows, and then at the head of the bed, we have 2 touch activated reading lights, as well as a little cubby for phone chargers, Kindles, all of the nice stuff that you like to have right next to the bed. Additionally, from this angle, you can see our custom Rossmönster ladder to get up into the bed, as well as our pass-through. So this is going to be a double insulated pass-through that allows you to go into the main cab area of the vehicle, and also makes it so that it's nice and quiet while you're riding down the road. You're not getting any of the noise from within the camper. Moving back from there, we have our shower. So this is our indoor telescoping shower. This top portion will come down as the roof lowers as well. It's roughly 24 by 30. In here, we have brushed aluminum walls with a stainless steel shower pan in the bottom there. We also have a custom teak shower grate so that that's not slippery to stand on. You're never standing in a puddle if you're on unlevel ground. And then we also have storage for our dry flush battery operated toilet. So one of the great things about those is you can either use them in the vehicle when you need to, or you can charge them up and find a nice spot in your campsite as well. Moving rearward from there, we have the beginning of our galley. So we have our Paperstone countertops. As I mentioned, these are a really nice option because they are sustainable. They're made of recycled paper. You can also take hot things directly off of your induction cooktop, place them on Paperstone, and you're not going to leave a mark. Underneath there, we have storage for our freshwater tanks. We have a 30-gallon freshwater tank in this vehicle, as well as an undermounted gray water tank. We have a nice drawer here, as well as a shelving bank beneath it. Moving over to the passenger side, we have a 2-burner Empava induction cooktop. Beneath that, we have a Cruise 85 isotherm fridge with a small freezer up top. To the left of that, we have another drawer bank, and then all the way over here, we have a 20-inch flip-up countertop extension. Above our galley, we have uppers. As I mentioned, all of these are going to be grain-matched bamboo. It's going to go around the perimeter of this living space. All of these are going to be on gas struts for assisted opening and closing, and also have our V-latches to ensure that everything stays secure while you're in transit. All the way in the rear of the vehicle, we have our dinette. So this is a great area to sit quite a few people. We have our table with a lagoon mount, so this can swing around. The other really nice thing about this dinette is that it's going to be housing for our system. So underneath me, we have our plumbing system. On the passenger side, we have our power systems. And then in this center one, we have our AquaHot hydronic heat and hot water system that's going to pull hot water to our sink, our indoor and our outdoor shower. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this into secondary bed mode. And along the way, I'll just give you a peek inside all of those different storage options. So there we have our bed our dinette in bed mode. This definitely room to sleep 2 adults there. And now I'll go ahead and show you the storage underneath the bench seats. So on the driver's side of the vehicle, we have a 30-gallon freshwater tank. We have our water pump there as well. In the center bay here, we have our AquaHot hydronic heat and hot water system. And then on the passenger side, we have our power system. So we have 600 amp hours of lithium battery bank, we have a 3,000 watt inverter, and we have 600 amp hours of solar coming in through the top. Lastly, I'll talk about ventilation in this rig. So as I mentioned, we have the 6 half-slide windows around the perimeter. We have our Arctic Tern awning-style windows beneath that. Above me and all the way in the front over the cab over bed, we have MaxAir fans. And then right in the center, we have our Dometic AC unit, which gives you about 32 hours of runtime in eco mode. That wraps up this Baja Truck Camper tour. Again, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a tour. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.